So just for the recording, grabbing any props you need, blankets, cushions, and just starting on your back with the knees bent up and the feet flat on the mat. And I'm going to go ahead and meet you there. So just settling in here, get super comfy. We're going to be here for a few minutes, so take any last fidgets you need, maybe changing the stance of your feet. So really somewhere that doesn't feel effortful, feels completely comfortable, palms facing downwards towards the mat. Close down the eyes if they're not already. Now we're just going to start off with a breath exercise, 4, 7, 8 breath. So we inhale for 4 counts, hold for 7 counts, exhale for 8 counts. And it's supposed to be a very calming and soothing breath for the nervous system. So we'll just start with one releasing breath together, and then we'll go into it. Take a long inhale through the nose, side out through the mouth. And we'll start. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And just keep going now with your own count, or continuing with the count in your own head. And I'll just be quiet for a little bit so you can tune inwards to the breath. So just continuing with that 4, 7, 8 count for a few more rounds. Shortening the hold or exhale if you need, if you're finding it too long. A couple more rounds, inhaling for 4, holding for 7, exhaling for 8. And whenever you next exhale, just coming back to your normal breathing inhales and exhales. And just noticing any shifts in the breath, checking in with the mind, with the body. Just notice any differences from when you first arrived on the mat. And then keeping the eyes closed down, no need to look for now. Inhale, draw both knees into your chest. Squeeze them in with both hands, so really squeeze them into your chest. And then just start to circle out through the ankles. So making circles with the toes. Warming up through the ankles, taking those circles in both directions. Maybe getting some cracking through the ankles. You can try drawing figure eights with the ankles, just taking it in different directions. Exhale, find stillness with the feet. Take one hand to each knee and then start to draw circles with the knees. So first drawing them in towards each other and then opening them out to the sides, bringing them back into center, back out to the sides. So each knee going in opposite direction. Warming up through the hips. Long inhales and exhales here. And then start to take it in the other direction. So whichever way you started, knees are still going up in opposite directions, but maybe now they're going inwards and then outwards. Slowly start to draw the knees back to center. Find stillness. Inhale, sweep the legs up towards the sky. You can take your hands behind the knees or press them down on the mat by your hips. Feet can be flexed or pointed, whatever is most comfortable. Knees can be bent as much as you'd like. Just find a position where it feels comfortable to hold for a little bit. And then we're just going to point and flex through the feet. Both feet together. And then you can keep moving through the feet or find stillness. We're going to start to find that in the legs. So bend and straightening the legs together. Just activating through the muscles of the legs. So again, you can do that simultaneously with the feet. So pointing and flexing as you bend and straighten. And then coming to find stillness with the legs towards the sky again. We're just going to take those circles kind of like we did with the knees, but with all of the legs. So legs are going in opposite directions, pointing the toes towards the sky, using the muscles of the inner thighs to draw circles, and they don't need to be super big. Again, just activating through the muscles of the legs. I have a really nice shot of lots of legs in the air right now. And then take it in the opposite direction. Remembering to breathe as you're doing this. So really nice long breaths. Seeing if you can activate through the lower belly as well as you take these circles. So we're just starting to warm up through the different muscles. Exhale, slowly come back to stillness in center. Turn the hips outwards, the knees outwards, so you can bring the palms, the soles of the feet together. And then start to bend the knees as you draw your heels down towards the mat. Let them fall all the way down to the mat, so you're finding Supta Baddha Konasana. Good, yeah. Soles of the feet together. Knees are dropping out to the sides. Take both hands to the belly, one on top of the other. Close down again the eyes if they're open. And just start to connect with the belly as you find those deep breaths again. Tuning into the rise and fall of the breath. Seeing if you can really expand into the lower belly with each inhale. And sink deeper into your mat with each exhale. On your next exhale, take the hands by your sides. Take them to the outer sides of the hips. Press into the thighs to draw your knees back upwards. Place the feet back down on the mat, this time tucking your heels in towards your bum. Setting up for bridge arcs. So place the palms down by your hips. Ground down into the heels. As you inhale, lift the hips up towards the sky. Sweep the arms up, creating an arc lifting the hands all the way up and then dropping the backs of the hands back behind you as you lift the hips up towards the sky. Squeeze the glutes. As you exhale, sweep the arms back down, lower the hips down. Inhale to rise. Exhale to lower. Beautiful. Keep that going. Taking the full length of your breaths, going as slow or as fast as you want to go. Long inhale to rise up to bridge. Long exhale to lower everything back down to the mat. You can close back down the eyes. So let it feel really nice. Go really deep into the movement. Feel through the full process of going through from pose to pose. Seeing if you can go a little bit higher with each inhale. Activating through the legs, through the glutes. One more round, and as you next exhale, just lower the arms, keep the hips lifted, press into the heels, ground down into the left foot. See if you can sweep this right leg up towards the sky. See if you can squeeze the glutes and keep the hips level as you do it. Nice. Good. Hold here, breathe. Exhale, lower. Still keep the hips lifted. See if you can lift them back 1 more inch. Ground down into the right leg, sweep the left leg up towards the sky. See if you can stabilize through the hips. Good. Point the toes really high towards the sky. Exhale, lower. Round the spine, slowly lower all the way down to the mat. Knock the knees together, take the feet wide, mat width apart, and then just windshield wipe the knees side to side. Releasing out through the lower back. Exhale, slowly come to stillness and center. Inhale, draw the knees into the chest. One hand to one knee and start to rock and roll your way up and down on the mat. Giving the back a little massage here. Engaging through the core as you come up onto the sit bones. And as you next come up, cross over the ankles, roll yourself over, find a tabletop position. Shoulders, elbows, and wrists in one line, knees hip width apart, fingers spread wide on the mat, neutral spine. Cat-cow, inhale, drop the belly, lift the bum, draw the chest forwards, lift the chin, exhale, tuck the chin, round the spine, press the ground away, tuck the tailbone. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat. Inhale to open. Exhale, round. Keep it going here. One movement, one breath. You can close back down the eyes. Same as with the arcs, letting it be really nice and fluid, connecting one movement to the next. Taking it to the full length of each inhale and exhale. Just a couple more here. And as you next exhale, come back to neutral, stack the joints, find circles around the knees and wrists, going in one direction. Warming up through the wrists, especially, still pressing out through the ground. Again, just finding a bit of fluidity here. You can find a stretch through the side body as you take those circles. And you can improvise, making it a little bit deeper, whatever you want to go for. And then we'll take it in the opposite direction. Starting to turn this into a kind of figure 8. So almost like the circles. but we're finding a stretch through the side body. And then just starting to make it kind of whatever you want. So you can add the head to it, add some head and neck rolls. You can press it back to child's pose and come back forwards. Just kind of freestyle a bit here for a few more breaths. Moving into whatever feels good. So anywhere you have a little bit of tightness or tension, maybe staying in one area a little bit longer and finding a deeper stretch. Beautiful, guys. Really nice. Take a few more breaths here. On your next exhale, come back to a tabletop position. Find stillness. Just steadying through the breath. Long inhale through the nose. Side out through the mouth. And you can keep the eyes closed down or blink them open if you'd like. Ground down through the left hand. Sweep the right arm up straight out in front of you. Press into the right knee. Press the left leg back. So right arm and left leg extended. Good. Inhale, extend long out through the toes, through the fingers. Exhale, take the hand and arm clockwise out to the side. Good. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, knee to elbow, squeeze it in. Squeeze the core, beautiful. Inhale, extend long. Exhale, take that twist out to the side, or not a twist, but extend out to the side. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, knee to elbow. One more time like this. Inhale, extend long. Good. Exhale, out to the side. Inhale, center. Exhale, knee to elbow. Squeeze it in. And then release right hand, left knee down to the mat. Maybe take a little shake of the hips side to side before coming back to neutral and center. We'll take it over on the other side. Press into the right hand, sweep the left arm up. Ground into the left knee, extend the right leg. Inhale, extend long. Exhale, counterclockwise this time. Left hand goes left, right leg goes right. Inhale, center. Exhale, squeeze it in. Knee to nose, knee to elbow, sorry. Inhale, extend long. Exhale, take it out to the side. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, squeeze it in. Good. Inhale, last one. Extend long. Exhale, out to the side. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, squeeze it in. Whoop. And exhale, lower the hand and knee back down. Come back through center. Maybe take that sway side to side. Walk the hands about a foot's distance out in front of you, out alongside your mat. Slowly start to lower the chest down, finding an extended puppy pose. Knees and hips are stacked. Lowering the shoulders, opening through the shoulders. The head can stay lifted, or you can lower the forehead down to the mat or onto a block. Whatever is more comfortable, available to you. Opening up through the shoulders here, extended puppy pose. Close down the eyes. Find long breaths. Seeing if you can really sink down into the shoulders, keeping the bum engaged. Hands are pressing into the mat. Inhale, press into the hands, walk the hands back into a tabletop, and then your choice, you can come through to a downward facing dog or roll yourself all the way over onto your belly. If you're coming with down dog, tuck the feet, press into the hands, lift the bum up, downward facing dog. Keep a nice bend through the knees, pedal out through the feet. Just for a moment here, taking it into the hips, dropping the hips as you bend the knee. Good. Again, finding a little bit of fluidity here. Coming to stillness for a moment in your down dog. Ground down through the heels. Press down and out through the hands. Tailbone rising high towards the sky. Inhale, rise up onto the balls of the feet. Wave the body forwards. Bend the elbows. Lower yourself all the way down onto your belly on the mat. Create a little pillow for your head with the backs of the hands. Lower the forehead down onto the hands. Take the feet wide on the mat. Tops of the feet on the mat. Close on the eyes. Long breaths here. Inhale, lift up through the head. Extend the forearms parallel to one another for Sphinx pose. Still spreading wide through the fingers. Elbows and shoulders are stacked. Drawing the chest forwards, lift up through the head. Really press into the elbows so you lift up through the shoulders. And maybe you want to come a little bit lower if there's any pinching in the lower back. So just coming to where it's comfortable. Legs are wide on the mat still, gaze forwards. Maybe closing down the eyes. Exhale, tuck the chin to the chest. Drop the head down, stretch through the back of the neck. Breathe into the back of the neck as you inhale. Exhale, head hangs heavy. Inhale, start to draw the left ear to the left shoulder, stretching through the right side of the neck. Still pressing into the elbows, so keep that sense of lift through the chest. Exhale, back through center. Inhale, right ear, right shoulder. Stretch through the left side of the neck. Exhale, center. Inhale, left to left. Exhale, center. Inhale, right. Exhale, center. And then just starting to find some fluidity again. So just taking it through these half neck rolls, maybe staying in parts that need more of a stretch. One breath, one movement. Taking it for a few more breaths here. On your next exhale, come back to center. Inhale, lift the head back up. Exhale, slowly with control, drop the head back, open up through the throat. Breathing into the neck as you inhale. Exhale, bring the head back to center. Bring the right forearm to the center line of the mat. Bend the left leg in, sweep the left arm around, grab hold of the foot, press it down, finding a stretch into the quad. Either staying here, keep pressing into that right forearm so you stay lifted, or option of pressing the left fingertips towards the front of the mat and twisting back towards the front of the mat. So just whatever feels available. Wherever you are, close down the eyes, lengthen through the breath. Still pressing into that right arm. So we're super active here. Beautiful, guys. Two more here. Exhale, slowly start to release this left leg. Allow it to float back down to the mat. Bring the left arm back to the mat. Right forearm back parallel with the left. Left arm comes to center now. Bend the right leg in. Reach the right arm around. Grab the foot. Either staying with the twist or pressing the leg further down. Turn the fingertips towards the front of the mat. Gaze back forwards. Still press into this left arm. Lift through the shoulder. Close down the eyes. Sending breath anywhere you're experiencing the stretch, allowing it to release. Two more breaths here. Exhale, slowly release the right foot down. Allow it to land softly on the mat. Bring both arms back to the mat parallel. And then just lower your chest down. Take the arms wider on the mat. So just slightly wider than the mat. Lift the elbows up at a 90-degree angle. Head is still lifted. And then tent the fingertips. So you're lifting, just your fingertips are on the mat. Center of the palms are lifted. Bring the neck back to the center. As you inhale, lift up through with the head. Press into the arms. Bringing yourself all the way up into this kind of seal pose. Lift through the head. Allow it to float back slowly with control. Exhale. Roll yourself back down. Head falls down last. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, lower. So just taking a few more rounds of these cobra rolls here. Only taking it up to where it feels good. So no need to push to the point of discomfort. Just finding a nice stretch into the lower back and chest here. Close down the eyes. Let's go for two more here. As you next exhale, lower yourself all the way down onto the mat, either onto the forehead or onto one cheek. Sweep the arms around by your sides. Palms face the ceiling. Inhale, bend the knees, draw the heels in towards your bum. Inhale, lift up through the head and chest slightly. Reach the arms back, grab hold of the ankles from the outsides. Gaze forwards, lengthen through the neck. Inhale, flex through the feet. Start to kick the feet back, lift up through the chest. Bow pose. Option of staying here or starting to lift up through the legs, taking it a little bit deeper. Make sure you're keeping the neck nice and long, gazing forward, squeeze the glutes. Remembering to breathe. Maybe finding a slight balancing as you inhale and exhale. Whenever you're ready, on the exhale, slowly lower the knees back down to the mat. Release the feet. Lower the feet down. Lower the arms down. Come to lie down on the opposite cheek. Close down the eyes. Rock the hips side to side. Option of staying here or taking another Sphinx, or if you want to take another bow pose to take it a little bit deeper, bend the knees back up again, reach the arms behind, grab hold of the ankles, bring the forehead back towards the front, lengthen through the neck, flex the feet, inhale, kick the feet into the hands, lift up through the chest. Breathing here, maybe legs start to follow. And just noticing the difference from doing this a couple times. Maybe further opening through the chest, through the lower back. Squeezing the knees towards one another. Squeeze the glutes. Good. Exhale, lower down. With control, softly, gently, find the opposite cheek. Take the hip side to side. Nice, everyone. Slowly finding some stillness. Sweep the arms back around. Place them under your shoulders. Press yourself up onto your bum. Or lift the chest up. Press yourself back to child's pose. Sorry. Child's pose, you can have the arms out in front or you can have the arms back around. Bring the forehead down to the mat. Close down the eyes. As you inhale, breathing into all three sides of the chest, expand fully. As you exhale, sink deeply into the hips. Just noticing how it feels to rebound after those lower back exercises. So we're just stretching out through the lower back here. On your next inhale, sweep the arms back around if you took them behind. Press yourself back into the hands. Roll the body back forwards. Lower yourself back onto your belly. Back onto the belly. Taking the backs of the hands again, create that cushion. And this time we're going to bend the left leg up, drawing the knee up towards your chest slightly. Flex through the left foot. So you have a 90-degree angle in the knee, 90-degree angle in the foot for half frog. So your right leg is still extended long on the mat, top of the foot on the mat. Left leg is bent up, opening up through that left hip. And then just bring the forehead down to the backs of the hands if not already. Close down the eyes. And maybe you want to just move the right leg a little bit side to side, kind of massage out through that quad. And then finding a little bit of stillness, just allowing the gravity to do the work here. And as you find a sense of opening, lengthening with the breath, maybe you want to take this a little bit deeper. So maybe drawing the knee a little bit higher up, taking it wider, just readjusting throughout the pose so you can continue to find some sensation. Exhale, slowly, gently start to lengthen that left leg back behind you, top of the foot on the mat. Inhale, start to bend the right leg up. Same thing on the right side. So 90-degree angle in the right knee. Flex the right foot. Find that stretch into the right hip. And then coming back down onto the hands if you lifted your head. So just adjusting where you need to find that stretch into the hip. Again, adjusting the leg a little bit more if you need to deepen the stretch. On your next exhale, start to lengthen the right leg back alongside the mat. Inhale, lift up through the head, press yourself back slightly. Come up onto the knees, and we're going to come into a full frog. So if you know where you're going, go ahead. Otherwise, I'm just going to demo. So basically, we're going to do the same thing, but both knees together. So you start one at a time. So just take the knees wide on the mat. So you can start just slightly wider than the mat. Maybe you want to have your cushion or a block out in front of you to help support. And then once you've found the position of the leg, so make sure both feet are flexed and your knees are at that 90-degree angle. So maybe you want to stay lifted, lifting up through the forearms, come down onto the elbows. And then from here, maybe you can start to extend the legs a little bit more so you get that stretch deep into the hips. But again, not to the point of discomfort, just want a stretch. And wherever you are, either staying lifted, or if you're coming down further, you can come down onto the chest. Just whatever feels comfortable. You can put a pillow underneath your chest, underneath your head, even underneath the hips to help support. So just finding a place that feels comfortable, and we're going to be here just for a few rounds of breath. Close down the eyes. Keep the lower belly engaged and tuck the tailbone. So we don't want to be lifting the bum up. So we're kind of tucking the belly in as we find this opening through the hip. Again, closing down the eyes, lengthening through the breath will help release into this posture. Good. Taking a few more rounds of breath here, just noticing if you need to adjust anything for the last few breaths. On your next inhale, start to lift up through the head. Wherever you put the hands, start to place them underneath you and really slowly, really gently start to press yourself up. Start to bend the knees back in towards center. So just closing out through the hips. So really slowly and press yourself back to a child's pose just for a moment. Rebound here. So take this really gently. Taking a moment in child's pose. Inhale, start to roll yourself up to a seated position. One vertebrae at a time, head coming up last, roll the shoulders up, back and down. And then your choice, you can stay in kneeling, coming up from child's pose, or if you want to go for cross-legged, finding a cross-legged seated position. So whatever is more comfortable for you, you can come up onto a cushion or a block. Just giving you a sec to get settled. And then just settling down into your seat, close down the eyes. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. Interlace the hands, flip the palms up towards the ceiling, take a big long stretch up. Exhale, release the hands, drop the right hand down to the mat. Draw the left arm over, stretching through that left side. You can take the other side if you want, it's cool. Twisting towards the left, gazing up towards the ceiling, close down the eyes, allow the neck to relax. Long, steady breaths. Inhale, use the left arm to draw yourself back through center, drop the left hand down, sweep the right arm up and over, stretching through the right side. Gaze up towards the right. Relax the neck, close down the eyes. Nice. Inhale, use the right arm to draw yourself back through center. Exhale, drop both hands down. Keep the eyes closed down. Inhale, sweep both arms up to the sky. Big stretch. Exhale, twist to the right. Right arm goes back, left arm goes to the right knee. Twist over that right shoulder. So gaze over that right shoulder. Good. Inhale, grow long through the crown of the head. Exhale, twist a little bit further. Inhale, grow long. Exhale, release. Come back through center. And take a little counter twist. So just bring both hands over to the left side. Press yourself back over to the left. Come back through center. Inhale, take both arms up to the sky. Big long stretch. Exhale, twist to the left. Right arm to the left knee. Left arm comes behind. Gaze over the left shoulder. Inhale, grow long through the crown of the head. Exhale, twist a little bit further. Inhale, grow long. Exhale, come back through center. Take that counter twist over to the right. So both hands just take a little bounce over to the right. Exhale, come back through center. And if you're not cross-legged, just come down into that kind of position now. So we're going to keep one leg bent in and then extend your right leg out straight to the side. So this left leg is tucked in really closely. Right knee is facing the sky. Right toes are pointing up towards the ceiling. On an inhale, grow long through the crown of the head. Exhale, walk your hands out in front of you, just off center. So kind of in between center and your right leg. Finding a nice big stretch through the right hip, through the right hamstrings, just out to where it feels comfortable, and wherever you meet your edge, drop the head down, relax through the neck. Breathing here. Keeping that right leg engaged, so that foot is still flexing towards the ceiling. Right quad is strong. Breathing into the stretch. Inhale, roll yourself back up to seated. Slowly, head comes up last. Bend the right leg in this time, tuck it in. Extend the left leg out to the side, straight out. Setting up for the other side. Inhale, grow long through the crown of the head so that left leg is engaged, toes facing the ceiling. Exhale, walking yourself in the middle between that center line and your left leg. Finding that big stretch. And then allow the head to drop down. Two more breaths here. On your next inhale, slowly start to walk yourself back, roll yourself up to an upright position. Tuck the left leg in to meet the right. Bring the soles of the feet together. So again, opening up into that butterfly position. So the feet don't need to be too close, so they can be out in a diamond shape, just so where you're comfortable dropping the knees out to the sides. Take both hands to your feet. So kind of wrapping your hands around the feet, give your feet a little massage. So holding them like you're opening the pages of the book, massaging out through the ball of the foot, the arches, the soles of the feet. Warming them up a little bit. And then just coming to stillness with the hands on the feet. Start to inhale, grow long through the spine. So lift up through the spine, draw the chest forwards. As you exhale, tuck the chin to the chest, start to round through the spine, and start to roll your head in the direction of your feet. It doesn't need to get there by any means. That's just the direction where it's headed. So find that nice rounding through the spine, tucking of the chin, dropping of the head, closing the eyes. Feeling your head sinking down towards the ground, down towards the feet. On your next inhale, slowly, really slowly start to roll yourself back up to an upright position. Take your hands to the sides of the legs. Draw the knees up to center. And then extend the legs alongside your mat. Round the spine, slowly roll yourself all the way down to land on your back on the mat. Slowly, one vertebrae at a time, landing on the mat. And we're going to set up for progressive relaxation. So grabbing your props now. So your blankets, your socks, your sweaters. It can be nice to put a cushion under the knees, under the head. I'll just give you a sec to get settled. So making sure you're super cozy and warm. This is where we'll be until the end of class. And once you've got everything you need, settling down onto the mat, taking the feet mat width apart with the toes dropping out to the sides. Palms are wide by your sides with the palms facing the ceiling. Just taking any last fidgets, settling, finding stillness. So we're going to start from the feet, make our way all the way up through the head, contracting and relaxing the different muscles to fully relax the whole body. So starting with the feet on an inhale, pointing out through the feet, squeezing all the muscles in the feet. As you exhale, release. One more time, inhale, squeeze the feet. Maybe squeezing the toes together as if you're trying to scrunch up through the feet. Exhale, release. Moving up to the legs. Calves and thighs. Inhale, squeeze the calves, squeeze the thighs. Strengthening through the whole of the leg. Exhale, release. One more time, inhale, squeeze the calves, squeeze the thighs. Strong legs. Exhale, release. Moving up to the bum, the glutes, on an inhale, squeeze the glutes. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Exhale, release. One more time, inhale, squeeze the glutes. Strong bum. Exhale, release. Moving to the belly. On an inhale, squeeze the core, squeeze the abs as if you're trying to do a sit-up. Exhale, release. One more time, inhale. Squeeze the belly. Exhale, release. Moving up to the hands and arms. On an inhale, making fists with the hands. Clench the hands. Squeeze the forearms. Squeeze the shoulders. Lift up through the chest. Exhale, release. One more time, inhale, clench the fists. Squeeze the muscles of the arms. Lift up through the shoulders and chest. Exhale, release. Moving up to the last one, muscles of the face. On an inhale, squeezing all the muscles of the face together. Squeezing the face into a tiny little ball. Exhale, release. One more time, inhale, squeeze the face together. Exhale, release. And last one, we're going to squeeze everything together. So everything we just did on an inhale. 3, 2, 1, inhale, squeeze all the muscles of the body. The feet, the legs, the bum, the arms, the hands, the face. And exhale, slowly release everything. Melting down into your mat. And maybe just noticing any last little areas you want to give one more contraction and release to. Otherwise, taking any last fidgets that you need. Grabbing any last props. Settling into the mat. And we'll be here for several minutes, and I'll be here to guide you out. Starting to lengthen the inhales and exhales. Bringing some new breath back into the body. Starting to bring a little bit of movement back into the fingers and toes, the hands and feet. Taking your head side to side. Inhale, draw the knees into the chest. Wrap the arms around them, giving yourself a squeeze. And then your choice, you can stay down, rolling yourself over onto one side, creating a little pillow for your head, taking a little pause before either staying down or when you're ready, making your way up to a comfortable seated position, cross-legged or kneeling. And we'll meet there in seated, hands resting in the lap, on the knees, or one hand on top of the other at the heart space. And we'll close together with one round of breath. Take a long inhale through the nose. Side out, release through the mouth. Blinking open the eyes, take a soft gaze back in your space. Thank you for joining this evening.